Last year, the biggest street carnival took place at Joapo. The response was so overwhelming and very, very, very unexpected. But unfortunately, it lasted for just a single day. And it was obvious that the people wanted more, like so much more. And that has sent the team on a quest to come up with innovative ways that to keep the audience engaged for longer this year. Today, we're having a conversation with one of the organizers, Jamila, on what to expect this year, 2024. But please take note. This was a remote interview, so the audio is very bad.
For those who are not aware, tell us, what is Street Jamboree? Why are we here talking about Street Jamboree? Why should we even care?
So Street Jamboree is an event, and for me, I would say it's a game changer when it comes to events in Ghana. We had a maiden edition last year, and we made a statement clearly with a
sick.
There are over 60 million people on the streets, and today I don't know that over 10 million people, more than that number coming this year, simply because it has never happened before.
Yeah.
The image last year, it has never happened before. If you know the event, what's the name? The event culture in, let me say, Volta region at large, Japan has never recorded that number before. I mean,
nope.
From the Jamboree to the night event and everything. So looking at everything, despite the fact that, Jamboree used to be a summer event, right, from the maiden edition. But this year we said, listen, despite all the back and forth, we are not going to let the year end without giving the people Street Jamboree.
What we want. That's what we want. That's what we want, man.
Back this December, heavy and bigger with what we call the triple action, simply because last year was 1 day event, but this year is 3 days super mega action. From the 27th, 28th, 29th, we are going to make sure that the whole Ghana is going to be at
it's migrated to Joapo.
Experience Street Jamboree. And one thing I want people to know is this. You see, attending Street Jamboree this year is an exceptional experience, simply because now you have the opportunity to meet people you've never seen before, people from diverse backgrounds. You're going to get the opportunity to experience the people, experience and this year, let me take it from the top. We have something we call the, football fiesta, right? And it's going to be top of the day in the morning, activation jam in the evening, and that is just to activate the 3 days experience that we are going to have, and it's going to be amazing. Now, when it comes to performances, don't even go there, because Street Jamboree has always been about the experience, right? It has always been about what you experience. So that is what we are going to do. But one thing I know for sure is that this year we have interesting lineup of activities that will blow your mind, and you just have to be part of this year's
why 3 days now? Initially, it was just 1 day, go for the walk, come back, have a lot of fun, tired, sleep, and then go to wherever it is you're going. Why 3 days now?
So anybody who knows Japon will tell you that Japon is the hub of entertainment. And after the maiden edition, we've had a lot of concerns, people reaching out to the CEO of, Chamsa. Big shout out to Stanley and myself, the team, that listen, the 1 day wasn't enough. And we said, don't worry. It's not just a number of days, but what is going to keep you rolling these 3 days.
Yeah.
So since January, honestly, this year's edition, the planning we've been working the whole year. And as a matter of fact, almost there's something we having a conversation on. Almost every month there's something we're planning. And people who follow us on social media, follow Street Jamboree on social media, will attest to the fact that it's been back and forth this year. So 3 days, because we want everybody to have a good time. And we know certainly that day 1 might not favor some people, but might favor somebody on day 2 and day 3 as well. And don't forget, this is going to be after the general election in Ghana, so we need enough space. We need enough time.
Charlie, those who be crying will be crying. Those who be celebrating will be celebrating.
Exactly. And you see, these 3 days, they are very crucial in December, simply because that is when everybody is running back home. Like, that is the holiday weekend. And there's no place you can have it better than Street Jamboree in Japan.
Yeah.
And this time around, we have secured a new venue, a bigger venue. Listen, Street Jamboree this year, we are having it at Cherico International School, previously known as FD International School.
Wait. FD, the name FD, the school FD has a solid history and a lot of emotional connection in Japan. So to move the event to FD, okay, why FD? Let me why are you moving it there?
So we have several venues in mind. We've had several meetings, countless meetings back to back. We've even considered out of Japan, but we settled on FD because again, we are looking for a very secured environment. That is number one. We want people to have, a good time at Street Jamboree. We secured that park again, that venue, simply because people are going to sell, people are going to buy, and proximity is also cool because look at it. It's just by the roadside, right? Because of the street element. From Accra through the Adomi Bridge, you are in Japan. From Sugakope, you pass your corners, you reach Japan. From Ho, you pass your corners, you are here. Any part of the country you are coming from, we needed a visible venue that can be easy to locate, even if you are using a Google map, right?
Yeah.
And again, we wanted to, get a bit out of the general population and have a good time. So when you come
the celebration be too much, we did disturb the whole town.
So we need to secure a venue that we can experience that, because this year the setup is going to be massive. Anybody who has followed events at Champs Hub knows very well that we don't joke with setup. This is it. It's just a continuation of the dream. It's a tough task, but we still have a lot of champions on the road with us, and we're definitely going to get there.
Okay. I'm tempted to ask about last year because I have so much footage. We've seen it all, but just give us a little teaser on what happened last year. Look, I'm just asking so that I can flex the videos I have of last year. So tell me about it.
I know.
Let me flex videos of what happened last year. Please tell us. Let me flex videos.
So last year, everybody will tell you, anytime it's time for Street Jamboree, the euphoria in Japan and all the various towns and cities around, begin to grow. You have the feel that something is coming to happen. And that is one thing that is very significant. And, apart from that, the various commercials we had a radio show. Then you and I didn't sleep because from radio, we have to go and have a nap and come back at
Charlie.
Then the whole Jamboree walk started. And for the first time in the history of Jamtown, they have we like the biggest Jamboree walk, the biggest health walk in that sense happened. The people who came out, people I don't know, people I
don't even know existed.
Like you meet somebody and I will be like, "Oh, telling me I parked my car for." And like really, and I see. I was surprised that people left Accra that early. People came from Tema, like they came that early to be part of the Jamboree walk. It was very beautiful. You see us on the Adomi Bridge, very spectacular. The energy was so beautiful. Then we came back. We had our own street Jamboree, bicycle ride, the dance, the network, the conversation, boys, girls, sipping something, and everything was very beautiful. Then, they went back home, but, the production team, we stayed behind.
Charlie.
Set up and everything together. And in the evening, it was super massive. Listen, because of production, myself, Kobe Black, Dross, Champion, everybody else we're close to production, right? But the details we got from security later on was that if you get to a place we call Abuja Junction, right from that place to Factory Junction was super choked. From the market downside to the top was choked.
Was choked.
And later on, I watched your footage and I'm like, really? So this is what happened. And for me, in as much as I wasn't surprised, again, I was surprised simply because, you know, sometimes you have certain expectation, but the maiden edition, the expectation, the target was so much, and I'm happy we're able to hit that. The performances by the young talent. And one thing I know for sure about Street Jamboree is that it's not about who has this, who has that, but who can give the people absolute entertainment. And that is what happened last year.
Yes. You know, let me tell you something funny about last year. The only person who knows about this is Black. So at night, yes, he was the only one who knows about what I'm about to tell you. At night when I was flying the drone, all of a sudden my drone just had developed a fault and then the camera wasn't working. In the thick of the event, I had my tools in my bag. I opened up the drone. Fixed it at the spot.
Wow.
Put everything together and flew up again and got a shot. I'm telling you, only Kobe Black knows about this.
See, thank you very much. And let me say this. Okay. The spirit that drives Street Jamboree is the spirit of determination. Spirit to get it done. Because you see, when it's Street Jamboree, if you don't have the event at heart, if you don't have that spirit,
Charlie, you can't.
You feel different.
You can't.
So you telling me this,
you can't.
I understand very well, because anybody in my inner circle knows what I was going through when Street Jamboree was happening.
Yeah.
And the success of it is the story we all have to tell now. And I know this year, together, we are going to achieve another milestone with heavy patronage, with people coming in with positive review, because we've always worked for that. We've always make sure that we put our checks and balance in place just to make sure that people who patronize Street Jamboree gets nothing but the best. And that's what we're about this year.
Okay, so the whole Street Jamboree thing, who are the people who are supposed to participate? Like which kinds of category or class of people are is this event geared towards? Because Charlie, I'm retired. I'm sitting down in my corner somewhere quietly. I'm on SHS. I'm a university. I'm a big boy. I have my suit. And because Henry, I'm seeing you. There's yourself big boy right now. Tell us the people this event is geared towards.
So initially, we crafted Street Jamboree to suit the interest of the Gen Z, but now we have seen the need to expand that bracket. That is why this year, the Jamboree Walk is not going to be we the youngsters only, but we are going to have adults as well. We are going to have prominent people in society joining. Corporate Ghana has confirmed they are joining. So don't be surprised if you see a bank manager on the streets for the Jamboree Walk. Don't be surprised if you see somebody prominent in society as Street Jamboree, simply because Street Jamboree is for the people. It's not for me. It's not for champs. We are just servants doing the work of God. Krylov is doing this simply because he feels I have to do this for my people.
JCT is our home.
Street Jamboree, that is all. That is home, and people need to get the fact that these are unique people, and you need to come around and have a feel. And right now, Street Jamboree is no more about Japan. It's about experiencing, this year's December in Ghana at the countryside. Of course,
it's a movement
all the time.
Yeah, bre.
I said this December. November this year, I've been in Japan in and out. I'm heading out again, right? And I love the feeling. But how December and the whole Christmas end of year is being celebrated at the countryside is a different kind of experience. And that is why this year you have to be part of it.
Okay. So I'm getting a sense that so now that it is a little out of town, so that we can be free to express ourselves and do whatever we want to do. This is what I want to ask. So now, Charlie, then we are going to need a lot of food, a lot of drinks, a lot of activities. We need to bring the city outside the city. What are our plans for vendors and people who would actually spice it up and make the whole event juicy?
See, I'm leaving Japan in the next 1 hour, and we spent the whole day in a meeting discussing how to treat vendors. Simply because we are receiving a lot of calls from people outside the town, people from different parts of the country wanting to be part of this, and we are providing special, we have a special preparation for them. Simply because people are going to sell a lot, people are going to buy a lot.
Yeah,
you understand, and that is the provision. That is the provision we are making for that as well, because we want everybody to have a good time. So if you have not booked a space yet, then this is the time to do so, because in fact it will be very difficult if you don't secure a space now. If you don't secure a space now for whatever you are going to sell, from food, people have already booked for drinks.
Nice.
But different variety of food. There's a checklist. So reach out, go on Street Jamboree social media pages, Street Jamboree on all platforms, or go to johnnyla.net/Street Jamboree and get the numbers. Reach out to us, send a message to the pages, find out let's know what you want to sell, what you want to bring, so that we know how to allocate a space for you. We want you to come and sell and also have a good time, so it's like making money and having fun at the same time. Because people see, and one thing we are doing this year, people who want to sell at a discount, do you understand? Christmas bonanza.
Yes.
That is what we are talking about. That is what we are talking about this year. So if you're coming to Jamboree, just have something in your pocket, because you'll be tempted to buy something, and you need to buy something. From January, prices will go up.
So what I'm hearing you say now is that you can actually come to Street Jamboree and come and do your Christmas shopping, because there'll be discounted products that to be there.
Exactly, because we are going to have shops like having space to sell their products.
Yeah, businesses. Yes.
A lot of businesses. So, and that's what we are saying. Everybody coming is going to sell at a discounted price. So you don't need to miss this opportunity. You understand? Maybe there's something you've been waiting to buy for so long in Accra, in Kumasi, Koforidua, Somanya, but the price is so high. Come to Street Jamboree, you get it at affordable price.
I beg. Now we won't do exhibition. That's a different discussion.
It's not a different discussion. There's actually a special package for people who want to do exhibition, artists who want to have their products displayed and all that.
Yeah.
We've made allocation for all these ones. I told you we've been planning since January this year, because we're supposed to have this in July, right? So we've put all the things in place to make sure that, Charlie, everybody benefits.
Okay. This fun one, I observed that Volta is migrating to something else. You see, so we have events coming up, and I know by now hotels in Japan and around Atimpoku are all booked. I beg, just like we had in River Jamboree, we will get tents, then sleep with those we like, can we? Is there going to be like a tent experience? Because just asking, just throwing that out there.
Yeah, so definitely we are making a provision for tent experience as well. Initially, we didn't want to do that for a reason, but we've seen the need, because we also understand the fact that hotels around Japan is quite expensive, because as I mentioned, Atimpoku Extension, Japan, this is like one of Ghana's tourism destinations. So prices are quite Royal Cinches, the bridge views, and all these new facilities are, exotic, and then the price as well. So we are making provision for that as well. And if you are coming with your own tent as well, there's a rate you pay. You are good to go.
Nice. You touched earlier on about getting to the social media handles and then getting to jonilla.net/Street Jamboree. Is that it? So
exactly.
Just give us info again about how to get in touch with you guys, getting a vendor stand, getting details about the event, maybe even some volunteers who like to be part of the production and everything. How do we get in touch?
Exactly. Our doors are open for people who want to join us as volunteers. Because
sponsors too. We need a lot of sponsors. We need sponsors.
Yes, we need that because we are struggling with sponsorship, as a matter of fact. And we, in as much as we understand that we are a new event and the corporate institutions will be like, oh, we are still watching you guys. But listen, we have the numbers now.
Yeah.
Street Jamboree have the numbers, and this is the time for you to come. Let's collaborate, because listen, the opportunity you get at Street Jamboree is not easy for you to get if you should go and consider, doing it elsewhere. So come, let's do business. And if you want to get in touch with us, there's the number. Talk to, secretary. The best thing is get in touch with us. Let's see how to do it. We are available for collaborations. We are available for people who want to partner with us. Let's get this thing done as early as possible.
All right, so Big Joe, Jonilla, it's been good connecting with you once again, and the fact that we are doing Street Jamboree. Look, my students call me. My students walk up to me and say, "What's up with Street Jamboree?" I'm like, "Relax, it's happening." But they are students, they are in school, so I'm laying low for now. So now that the cat has been let out of the bag, it means that we have full throttle and we are just pressing our feet on the accelerator and getting it done. So it's been good talking to you. Jonilla.net. Great one. So see you all at Street Jamboree. On the next discussion we're having about Street Jamboree, I think we will do that over there, right?